This film is either about walking or the most depraved fetish I've ever heard of. Oh wait, isn't this Paula Poundstone's Netflix special? Wow, this movie delivers. Pants, breeches, trousers, slacks, chinos, khakis. Liev Schreiber as Walt Disney.
Well, folks, you saw how I got here. On my feet. And that's what this is all about.
Next card, please.
Man walks. He can fly through the clouds. He can roll on wheels.
Huh?
He can be carried out on a stretcher.
He can ride a log flume. What's the point?
For the most part, man walks.
Huh.
In many years of roaming up and down the planet in Borneo, Siam, Paris, New York, Zanzibar,
Milwaukee.
I have seen a lot of feet.
Hey, you do you, buddy.
Civilized feet, savage feet.
Stinky feet.
Civilized feet are the ones that face the hardest problem, if feet can face anything.
I'm not drunk, you're drunk.
Civilized feet pound the pavements and pay the price. The World War taught us a lesson. Among the Americans called to the colors in the World War, 49% of the physical defects were foot troubles. Not to mention the lads who got fallen arches hot-footing it after the girls in Paris.
Hey, don't mention that.
Among high school boys in Milwaukee, an examination showed that 46% were weak in their feet as well as in their studies.
Light in their loafers.
In a leading university, the sophomore class showed that 20% had defective feet. And of men over 40, 7 out of 10 are dogged by foot troubles. And dogged, that's the right word.
Okay, defensive
Experts
much?
tell me
Jeez.
that most of this is the result of ill-fitting or poorly designed shoes.
Shoes don't poorly design themselves.
Ah, but now in their pristine, unencumbered glory, let's take a look
Don't let it be feet, don't let it be feet.
at human feet.
Ah,
I
gross.
might call them human dogs, except that they don't bark. These are perfect feet. The human foot is so intricate that I'm out of my depth, 2 feet out. So let a scientist tell us. A podiatrist, Dr. Joseph Lelefeld, founder of the Foot Clinics of Boston. How about it, doctor?
Editor says
It's a
no.
privilege to impart knowledge of the foot to you who can use it so helpfully.
Edited with a can opener.
Perfect foot owes both strength and efficiency to its arches. The
Peter
most
Griffin,
important
podiatrist.
one, the long arch, extends forward from the heel bone, the oscalcus, one of the group of 7 chunky bones called the tarsals. And here is the highest and weakest point of this arch.
And now a cutaway about
The
Archie
front
Bunker.
part of this long arch consists of 5 long bones, the metatarsals.
Oh, everything's meta
They are
these
hinged
days.
in back to the tarsals and in front to the phalanges or toe bones. Just behind the heads of the metatarsals,
Okay.
the bones form another arch called the metatarsal arch.
How you like them apples?
The entire weight of the body bears down on the stragglers by way of the bones of the lower leg, whose attendant muscles are attached by tendons to the foot bones.
Now hear the word of the Lord.
Incredibly tough and elastic tissue, called ligaments, hold the bones in place, while the network of resilient muscles provides further support.
From viewers like
Blood
you.
vessels, of course, are needed to feed the tissue, and an intricate nerve system still further complicates the anatomy of the foot.
No one knew feet were this complicated, okay?
Well, doctor, you have given us the anatomical side of it. Now let's watch the foot in action.
Ooh, hard pass.
We do this all the time,
thanks.
but we don't think much about it unless we've got a couple of corns. The heel rises and shifts the weight to the ball of the foot.
Like this.
And our old friend, the big toe, is the fulcrum on which the coordinating muscles get their leverage to propel the body forward.
Oh, you mean walking. Sure. Yeah.
The Indian Sitting Bull, when he wasn't sitting, walked on feet that had neither corns, bunions, fallen arches, nor shoes.
Where are you going with this?
Ah, but Sitting Bull walked on soft, foot-molding turf,
And had Dr. Scholes in his moccasins.
whereas we pound the pavement.
Ooh, not quite a titular line.
So modern man must be shod.
That's a bit extreme.
Not in the moccasin of the Indian,
Oh.
the sandals of the Arab, or the loop-the-loop shoes of the Afghan.
And your host, Racist Grandpa.
To tell the story, each foot bears half the burden, 90 pounds apiece. That's when we are standing still. But modern man doesn't stand still. He's always going places. Strolling down the avenue, pacing the floor with little Elmer at 2 a.m. and dodging the bill collector.
Old-timey
Then
problems.
each foot takes the entire weight. Each foot hits the hard surface, and the hard surface hits back. And the foot takes it on the chin or on the ball, or on the 4th metatarsal.
It's a little foot joke, folks.
Now see what happens when the weight of the body presses down on the bare foot.
Snap, tear,
The weight
crunch.
is received on 3 bearing areas.
The foot, the thing, and the meta-whatsits.
On the heel,
Oh, no thanks. Give me a slice out of the middle, please.
on the ball of the foot,
That's what they call soccer in Paraguay.
and the outer border.
The what now?
This is the impression of a strong, normal foot.
Oh, who defines
The kind
normal?
we should have, the kind Chief Walkumfast had.
You know, you don't have to be
The
racist.
imprint of a foot with stretched ligaments and weakened muscles.
Oh, yeah.
That's the telltale track of a weak foot. It's what the doctor calls a flattened longitudinal arch, and it makes feet tire easily.
Then they get cranky.
If such feet are not properly supported, they sure do hurt.
Well, do they have a GoFundMe?
Feet like this
Who needs enemies?
produce dull aches. And then the dull aches go elsewhere.
Oh, muscles plus diaper
Often
equals
find them in
feelings.
remote parts of the body.
Mm.
Troubles that are mistaken for rheumatism, for neuritis, and all sorts of things come from feet.
Yes, feet have had a free ride for too long.
Yes, poor old Flatfoot, something that only a mother could love.
Actually, Mom just bailed. Those are hella
Appeal
gross.
again to the learned doctor for the scientific aspect and the cure.
Extremely painful condition results from the flattening of the metatarsal arch, which is the point where much serious foot trouble is found.
Thanks, Movie
The
Bob.
cause is usually a shoe, in which the sole cups down under the center of the ball of the foot and bends up at the edges.
And has spikes
Such a
inside.
sole encourages the front arch to lower, with the consequent pinching of the nerves between the toes.
Okay, you sold
A
me.
slight raise, properly placed in the shoe bottom, relieves the pain caused by this condition.
It's wicked
An
therapeutic.
early symptom of trouble in the metatarsal arch is a painful callus under the forward heads of the metatarsal bones.
Pissa.
But remember that the weakening of the metatarsal arch often occurs without a callus being formed. Faulty footwear can cause all these conditions and others, such as hammer toes and bunions, which may require surgical intervention.
Oh, please don't cut
But
to that.
even when neglected for a long time, much good can be accomplished by correctly fitted shoes.
Now he sounds like
Foot
JFK.
authorities agree that factors in a scientifically designed shoe are, first,
This
complete
thing.
and adequate support for all weight-bearing areas, and second, room for the natural position of the foot when expanded body weight.
Oh, so now I'm fat.
And here is the answer.
Yes?
The cure.
Okay. Don't!